What's up, guys? It's Jeramie with JeramieLu Photography. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It is a freaking cold October day. My shoot had to reschedule because it was too cold for their engagement session, so we'll be doing it next week. But I want to take this opportunity to talk to you guys a little bit about weddings, and more particularly, wedding stress. A lot of photographers say the term, I don't shoot weddings, I hate weddings. Weddings are stupid. I don't like weddings. Weddings are good money, but I won't shoot them. And asking why, mostly it's because of stress. So I want to talk to you guys about how to reduce that wedding stress for you as a photographer right now. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeramie. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If this video helps you anyway, give it a thumbs up and then click that bell for notifications. It just tells you every time I come on. This is a little wobbly of a table here. Things are happening. So guys, very simple as my intro said, I love shooting weddings. I shoot 35 weddings a year. I do not stress out with weddings. I do get anxious. I do get nervous the day before, like with anything. And I actually kind of like that. I like being a little nervous, a little anxious. It makes me feel like I still care about what I do. It is the biggest part of somebody's day. I charge a very hefty fee for what I do for them, but they get everything that they need. I deliver everything, and I'm very, very close to the price point that I feel like I deserve for what I do. Now, with that being said, it is an important day. It is a big day. So I get it when people are stressed out. But the reason that I feel like photographers are stressed out about weddings is because they're simply not prepared. And I'm not saying they're not a good photographer. I'm not saying that they can't shoot things, but it's going into a wedding day, not knowing what you have to do or what you have to deliver, making you unprepared, makes you also feel like you're not ready to shoot, and then you hate weddings. So what are some of the things that I do to be prepared for a wedding, to get prepared for a wedding? The first thing I do is I actually create my client's wedding day timeline. This may sound crazy. I'm not a coordinator, I'm just a photographer, but I've always said that if something is not captured in the day of the wedding, it's my fault for not knowing or asking, and it's taking a big step. Meaning, if there's a family shot that I need to do that I didn't do, or there's a family member that's there that wasn't even photographed, or if there's a gift that's being given and I'm not there to document it, that's my fault for not knowing nor asking. I have never walked into a wedding the day of not knowing when things are supposed to happen when. In fact, in the last 10 years, I haven't been to a wedding where I haven't created the timeline myself. Meaning I know when the ceremony is, I know when I'm shooting the dudes, I know when I'm shooting the girls, I know when I'm shooting the family, I know all the family that I'm shooting, I know what time the first dance is, I know everything, and it's because I create it for them. So about 4 months before the wedding, I send a 50-question questionnaire asking anything I could possibly need to know, including the names of all the bridesmaids, groomsmen, locations of everything, what type of wedding it is, what the dress does, is it zip up, is it tie? I ask all these questions that I normally would, and I create the timeline for them. If you guys would like a list of those questionnaires, simply email me. You can find my email in the description, and I'll send that to you so you can send to your clients. It's no biggie, and I feel you should do it. But knowing that you know what time everything happens in a wedding day should cause a dramatic reduction in stress for you, going that, nope, this is happening now, we got this, I don't have to worry about it, I'm shooting the rings later, I'm shooting this then, and it makes life a little bit easier for you. The second thing that I do is I am in contact with my bride and groom from beginning to end. I'm sending them gifts, I'm sending them notes, I'm messaging them on Facebook. I'm just kind of being in their world so that I'm actually a guest at their wedding and not just a photographer. And what that does is it keeps me in the loop of everything so that when the day comes or as the day gets closer, they rely and trust me to tell me everything that I need. So when I'm going to this wedding, I'm actually shooting friends at this point. It's not strangers. I don't have to prove myself. If you guys are like me on social media, you're always posting your images anyway, so why not have them look at your work? And all my clients literally are liking every single page before I even shoot their wedding, every single picture before I shoot their wedding, and it makes it a lot more easier to show that I know what I'm doing. And the last thing I highly recommend to reduce stress at a wedding as a wedding photographer, charge more. Guys, there's something to be said about getting what you pay for. I start at $4,000 as a minimum for every wedding that I shoot. Meaning that when somebody books me, they are investing a lot of money into what I do. I'm not saying this to be cocky. I'm saying this to be confident and know that I am valued at a certain value and I love what I do. within our world, I would say I'm at the middle range of Reno, Tahoe wedding photography. I know some people charge $3,000 or less, and some people charge $6,000 or more. But when you spend money on a certain thing, you have the trust built into it. So when somebody gives me $4,000, they're not sending me Pinterest photos. They're not stopping me every 2 seconds going, hey, Jeramie, did you get this? Mom's not coming over here and making sure that you got this. Everything's more chill. Jeramie, you're having a good time. Thank you so much. We trust you. We know you're documenting our day. And I do that, and they do trust me. So those are 3 things that I do to make sure that I relieve wedding day stress. Guys, weddings are amazing. Weddings are not the weddings in the past. Weddings give you a chance to showcase everything that you shoot in one area. If you know how to shoot pets, portraits, men, women, landscape, venues, product, action, candid, if you can shoot everything in general, you can shoot a wedding. And if there's something stopping you from shooting a wedding, maybe we got to take a look at the other things. But saying you hate a wedding because it's stressful shouldn't be the reason that you don't shoot them. Now, I'm not telling everybody to shoot a wedding, but I want to help those that want to shoot a wedding, that feel like they can't shoot a wedding, to shoot a wedding. I guess my last bonus tip is if you guys are new to the wedding photography, second shoot, assist wedding photographers. Get into the game without putting any skin in it and making sure that you know how a wedding should flow and work and rock. Also, second shoot and assist multiple photographers, not just one photographer. I, at every wedding, usually have somebody that's new that's hanging around shooting for their portfolio, learning how I work, how I communicate, how I dictate and run myself on a wedding day. And then I tell them, go find somebody else, because there's things that I do that you may disagree with, and there's things that other people may do that you agree with. And you find what you want to do and you make it happen. Hopefully that helps. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.